it's the same situation as gold and gold mining. Gold mining is a waste, but that waste is far less than the utility of having gold available as a medium of exchange. I think the case will be the same for Bitcoin. The utility of the exchange made possible by Bitcoin will far exceed the cost of electricity used. Therefore, not having Bitcoin would be the net waste. Satoshi Nakamoto. Welcome everybody. Today's video we gonna go over the Bitcoin energy use FUD. And first I wanna this guy Elon Musk, which is a very rich person. I know he has I've been watching him for quite a long time now. Now he's not the only person who bring this FUD over the last year. He was talking about Bitcoin using energy waste and all that, but ignore all the use of energy to create all his batteries from Africa and other places. So basically, anything that's useful and that's meaningful to us, it uses energy. We don't have to excuse for that. It's just something we need to protect our monetary energy. So now he's always been talking about like making people fearful about like the future and all those things. That I think he got some. I think he may have some intention, like bad intention or something. I don't know, but he has to. You know what he's doing. But anyway, I don't wanna go too much onto Elon Musk. I don't wanna focus on him because those people are. This seems to me very social media addicts, like um willing want people to like them, and promoting their companies and all those things. Let's move on to the real uh reason why Bitcoin uses energy and why we shouldn't excuse for that. First, I like this tweet by Health, basically then Health. Bitcoin energy consumption is not wasteful. It is much more efficient than existing financial systems. No one has the moral authority to tell you what to use a good or bad use of energy. See, watching, for example, watching the Kardashians, and so basically, and then he went down and explained and everything about Bitcoin use of energy, and you can go check it out for yourself and look at the whole tweet. We move on to the next, and here is basically where they are using the flare gas that would have been going to the atmosphere anyway, because those gas, there's nothing to do with them. You could the only thing you can do is to just send them into the atmosphere. Just let them just fire them up and into the atmosphere. So now, because of Bitcoin, see, there are machines built specifically to take this gas and transform it into Bitcoin mining, right? So this gas no longer going to the atmosphere, so you reduce that waste, right? So that would have been going to the atmosphere anyway, right? So this is what Bitcoin does. It fixes things, right? But nobody really talk about this. Nobody really say what's going on. You see, so they don't have an incentive to say that. They are more likely to say Bitcoin gonna boil the ocean, right? Uh, so by the way, the earth is full of energy. We are There's abundance of energy everywhere, right? You can find energy from you know from the air you're breathing. It's energy. Everything is energy. Even like the core, uh, earth, right? At the core, it's full of energy, right? So without that, we can't survive. We need energy to survive over time, right? So this is why the earth, right, is made of energy, right? So because we need that to survive, right? So um I've seen like Elon Musk saying uh he's like fossil fuel is like it's not sustainable because he has to at some point we will not have enough fossil fuel. Now I don't know if this is true or not. Those people lie all the time. But the thing is, and I saw him at the same time saying that he could dig with his Boeing company. He could dig down as many level of, you know, underground roadway as he can. But he forgot that the world is like a globe, right? If you tell me you can dig down as long as many times as you can, that means you're ignoring like the mathematic truth that the more you go down, you're probably gonna get to the core, and it's all energy, it's all fire there, right? How can you do that? You know what I mean? So it's like he's kind of confused sometimes. I just maybe it's only me. Like try to really question this guy, but like because most people think he's a genius. I don't think he's a genius at all. You know, like people think he can go to Mars, to Mars, but I mean like, which is we he can't, right? So unless if you take human and you transform them digitally into some piece of hardware, right? You take take their brain and put it in the software. Probably what he wanna do with Neuralink. But anyway, let's move on. Yeah, there are countries like El Salvador transforming their energy, basically using their volcano energy and export that to the world. Now, without Bitcoin, they would never be able to do that because in order to for you to move that electricity, you would need so much money, so much resources to move it. And even though by because of the by moving it in distance, right, in space, you would lose so much energy, right? So you would lose so much energy in terms of friction. By using Bitcoin at the same place there, right, you can export that energy, right, really very efficiently, and you can use that to help your population, right? Anybody who's listening out there, you have energy in your country, and you know talk to your representative and tell them, hey, you can start mining in your city or in your jurisdiction, and where whatever, if you got some hydro power that are going waste to waste, right? You can just plug that into some Bitcoin miners, right? There because they would be good to waste anyway. It doesn't matter if you got, even if the, let's say, miner is not that efficient, you can use the S9 or S19 and start mining Bitcoin and transform that energy into sell it to the Bitcoin network. You can save it. You can take a loan, collateral loan against it, and help your population, right? You can export that energy. That's the opportunity Bitcoin brings. Before Bitcoin, no, you couldn't do that, right? So, and that's why I think they try to, they are so against it. And then we have Nick Carter. Basically, he's a proponent. He posts that about the Bitcoin mining. Nobody is talking about the benefit. Bitcoin mining is reshaping the energy sector. Oh, ouch. Bitcoin mining is reshaping the energy sector, and no one is talking about it. So basically, he's explaining how Bitcoin uses can balance the energy, the grid, and how they are using renewables, and it's basically reshaping it. It's giving it in a different shape, because most of those companies, they will be owned by Bitcoin miners anyway, right, in the future. So it's basically explaining Bitcoin mining is suitable for renewables, and the proof is in the pudding. So basically just explaining. I'm gonna put the link below. You guys can read it for yourself. So explaining everything. Wonderful. So basically, yeah, I just wanted to go over this because I got so tired of to hear those ignorant talking about Bitcoin mining. First of all, most of them they have bad intention. They don't really like it. They just don't like Bitcoin. So most of those entrepreneurs, like I've seen a lot of them just saying straight like Bitcoin use too much energy or Bitcoin use like countries of energy. Like of course it's okay. It has to use countries worth of energy because those countries, those the energy they are using, they don't. I mean like they are using this energy regardless, but they can't even have a good GDP. The GDP ratio is very low, and so by having Bitcoin, because Bitcoin use that much of energy and producing that much of GDP, the Bitcoin GDP is very high. If you when you if you have if you when you are a miner, your profit, especially if your energy is almost free, your profit is to the roof, right? So this is a good sign of a good industry. Imagine if we could transform that every country, the whole world can move to a so sustainable system, right? And we would eliminate all those banks, right? All those useless places where that has to be run and 24/7. All those lights has to be stay on those buildings, right? If we could remove those, replace those by Bitcoin, imagine how much, right? We would we would save, right, in terms of energy. So yeah, when you look at it this way, you see it's all about noises. Anyway, you guys listening, don't take it too seriously. It's just these are just noises. It's all the same way. All technologies has to go through this type of transformation, and people get fearful. They start bashing it. Especially the central bankers and all those people. They just they're scared they're gonna lose their job. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you again very soon. Thank you for watching.